Hi. I've been talking to a Muslim lately about the Trinity, and to me, I told him that to me Zechariah 12:10 was like one of the most powerful reasons why there was a Trinity, because it says God saying, "And look upon me," Jews looking upon me, whom they have pierced. And you say, well, when was God pierced? And you find out when he became Jesus, when he was on the cross. Anyway, the Muslims said, oh, that's not true, because in the Hebrew Bible it says, because they have thrust him through. Yeah, it says, and they shall look unto me because they have thrust him through. And I went, whoa, that goes against all the Bibles I'm familiar with, you know. And so I went to that site he was talking about, and by golly, it says, here it is, right here, it says, and they shall look unto me because they have thrust him through. It's like, oh my gosh. And here's the Hebrew. But guess what? Now I want to tell you something. On my other laptop, when you put your cursor on the Hebrew, it doesn't work. It's only my hands-free. It's only my hands-free laptop. When you put the cursor on there, then it shows what the Hebrew is in English. So if you have a laptop and you put your cursor on the Hebrew, it may not show up. But on this one, on my laptop, my hands-free, when I put my cursor on the Hebrew, the English meaning, there's different meanings. Well, it shows up what it is in English, and all the words it can mean in English. And I'll show you what I mean here. So anyway, I'll put my cursor here. And the first word of Zechariah 12:10, and it says shed, pour, spill, and poured. And for English it says, I will pour upon the house of David. So the first one is and poured. Okay. This next word is, what's it going to say? Home, the house, or home, half of this one should be David. About my, upon, unto, above, upon, yeah, upon David, the inhabitants. Anyway, but when you get down here to the part that's really meaningful here, it says, and supplication, it goes to, yeah, and they will look, or look, gaze upon, because here's it says look upon, gaze, behold, regard, consider, when you put your cursor here. And then this word is me, and they'll look up. In other words, they'll look upon me, because there's me, and then this aleph tav, and that word aleph tav, it just means aleph tav. But when you put your cursor on aleph tav, it means a lot of stuff. It means like you, with, and, together, shovel, spade, plowshare, the sign of the accusation. Yeah, but and they'll look upon me. But guess what? In whoever wrote the Hebrew here said it was supposed to be because they have thrust him through, but it's not because. It's aleph tav, which actually means hands, behold. It means well, it means it doesn't mean because. That's all I can say. But anyway, then it says, yeah, and they'll look upon me. Instead of because, it says, which, that, who? Yeah. I mean, because that which stabbed, impaled. In other words, they'll look upon me, whom they pierced, is what comes down to it. And then it talks about eulogizing this guy, you know. Yeah, and they shall mourn him as though he mourned his own son and stuff like that. That goes along with the Bible. But it is, and they'll look upon me whom they have pierced. Not, and they'll look upon me because they have thrust him through. No, it doesn't mean that. It is as it is in all these Bibles that are you know, the Holy Bible, you know. So so the Hebrew Bible goes, in the original Hebrew, it does go along and look upon me whom they have pierced, as it says in the Zechariahs that I know of, Zechariah 12:10. But you know something? As I said, apparently not all laptops, when you put your cursor on the Hebrew, show the English. Only this hands-free that I'm familiar with. Maybe there's others, I don't know, but for here it doesn't work. So just let that be a warning to you. You'll think, oh, he's just making stuff up. No, my hands-free. When I put my cursor on the Hebrew, it shows up. Bye.